Hello, everybody, and welcome to the show. I'm Timmy B. Look, I got to do this intro quick because I've bumbled it a few times. Today on the show, we have from Oktagon MMA, Tomáš Mudroch, a great new fighter out of the Czech Republic. He's fighting this weekend. Make sure you check that out. And then our second guest, the incredible smiling Sam Alvey, who makes his four-time appearance on the show. You don't want to miss it. He reveals a lot of stuff, Bam Bam.
Yes, he does. It's going to be great to talk to these guys. Timmy B, let's go. Hit it.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Fight Insight Podcast.
Yes.
Bam Bam, our first guest today. He is the next big prospect with a 6-1 record, including a 100% finishing rate, Bam Bam. And in his 6 wins, it has taken him only a total of 6 minutes and 56 seconds. He next fights this Saturday, May 17th at Oktagon 71 in Munich, Germany. He takes on a hometown fighter, Aslan Aslaner. He's looking to play spoiler. He's looking to continue his undefeated streak in Oktagon MMA, and he's looking to make a run to the title. First, though, he is here. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Tomáš Mudroch. How are you, my man?
Yeah.
Good, but just a little bit tired because I'm cutting weight, so it's hard for me now. But on Friday it will be all good.
It's gonna be game time. Yeah, it's gonna be game time, my man. Look, I'm so excited to have you here. Thank you for taking some time. I really appreciate it. Oktagon is getting crazy. It's getting so exciting. There are so many great fighters coming out of there, and I know that you are one of the big prospects there. How are you feeling leading up to this fight? Do you have a lot of pressure on you? Are you excited? What are you feeling?
I don't think so. I don't feel pressure because in my head I'm strong and I don't feel it because I can do whatever I want. So
nice.
I'm going to take over.
Yeah. You have a great training camp? Everything go well in camp?
I think that was the best one out of last camps. So yeah.
That's
great.
That's not good for your opponent, though. Yeah. If this is your best one, you've already been such a killer. Look, Tomas, I'm in Canada. Bam Bam is in the United States. Oktagon is relatively new to us. More and more people start watching Oktagon MMA. So for the people that don't know who you are, can you tell us a little bit about yourself? Where did you come from?
Okay, I'm Tomáš Mudroch. I'm from Czech Republic, and I'm a new Oktagon MMA fighter. I got just one fight, and this week it will be my next fight with good opponent, like you say, Aslan Aslaner, and I'm really, I don't know. I'm really looking forward to it. So
how'd you get started in MMA?
In 2019, in my university, it's too late for me because some people around me start since they was kids. So it's late for me, but I'm going up and up. So.
That's amazing, man. Yeah. I know in Czech Republic, there's a lot of fighters in Czech Republic coming, especially in Oktagon MMA. What is the scene like in Czech Republic? Like, is MMA a big thing there? Is it new? Are people like really supportive of it?
Yeah, like 2 years ago, it started getting more popular when Oktagon arrived here. So, and we got pretty much big amateur scene. We got some World Cup finalists and medalists. So, yeah. And Czech fans are enjoying it. You can see it on Oktagon shows.
Yeah.
And so it's great there.
I'm happy, man.
Awesome. For people listening who don't really know you, are you more of a striker, a ground fighter? What do you love to implement in your fights?
I don't care.
You don't care. So well-rounded.
Yeah. I'm trying to be well-rounded and trying to be best of myself and doesn't care which way the fight gonna go. So But
Well, you
my last
definitely-
fights was some stand-up finishes, and on my amateur career, I got like 12 submissions and 11
Wow.
in first round. So
So lots of finishes. That's great though.
It's
yeah,
No matter
Yeah.
where the fight goes, you're finishing it.
yeah, it's absolutely amazing. And Tomas, no nickname for you?
in Czech, I'm Ostravský Express, which means Ostrava Express. So because I got express finishes, so
Yeah. I love it, dude. Because in one of the videos I saw, like in the post-fight interview, and my wife wanted me to ask you why you did that. She was like, "What does it mean when he goes choo choo?" And it's because it's the express train.
yeah. It's
That's
a
perfect.
locomotive, so
Yeah.
I must trying to sell that to fans.
Yeah, I love it, man. Tell me a little bit because I was looking to go on vacation, and so I'm looking. Is Czech Republic a nice place to go visit?
Yeah, Prague is pretty tourism town, so when you arrived, you can type me and we can see you there.
Yeah,
Yes.
Each
What's
other.
what's the best thing to do in Czech Republic?
Go to Oktagon.
Yeah.
Great answer. Great answer.
Good answer. Good answer. I like it. Would something be that people would not know about you? What is something that you like to do in your spare time? What do you like to do for fun?
For fun, I'm a huge fan of Lego, so
Okay.
got-
Yes.
pretty much sets.
Yeah.
There is Baradur. Oh, nice.
There's my Iron Man. Dude, I'm a huge Lego guy, man. There's a little Yoda.
Oh, nice.
Hold
There
on,
is
what is that?
Baradur and Rivendell.
Oh my god. That's the
Oh.
big money sets, man. Those are
Yes.
expensive.
Yeah.
Oh,
Worth
nice.
it.
I want tip sport bonus and buy some Lego stuffs, but
Yeah.
There you go.
Yes.
maybe
There you
this
go.
week.
Have you ever gone to the Lego headquarters? Where is that? Is it in Finland or Sweden? The big like the Lego office, the main building?
No, in Czech we got on Prague big Lego store, and
Oh.
I doesn't go there yet.
Okay.
And I was on Poland in Poznań on the training camp, and there is also Lego shop, so I bring some things to Czech.
Oh, yeah.
Very nice. Dude, here's the thing. Bam Bam, if my wife and I go visit Czech Republic, I'm going to meet up with Tomas and I'm buying him some Lego. That's what I'm doing,
Yeah.
man. That's the plan. That's the plan, my friend.
Appreciate it.
Yes.
All right, buddy.
Awesome.
Look, my friend, I don't want to keep you too long. I know that you're weight cutting. The fight is this weekend. It's very, very exciting. Look, it is Oktagon 71. A friend of the podcast is also fighting there. I don't know if you like this guy or not. Dennis Frimpong. Do you know that guy?
I know that guy.
You do?
That didn't sound very good.
What are your thoughts on Dennis Frimpong?
He got big mouth, but he's trying to sell that to fans also. So he's doing great things, but I'm not fan of that. So I don't think anything about him. But
Okay.
he's on my weight class, so maybe one day we will meet each other.
Yeah, that would be a crazy fight, my man. I know, like, look, you're making a big name for yourself, my friend. Like, I know a lot of people when they look at Oktagon MMA, they say, "Go find Tomas. That's the guy to be watching. He's the new kid in town." They're very excited for you. You're fighting a German guy in Germany. Are you ready for the boos? When the crowd is booing you, are you going to be okay?
Yeah, when I got going to cage, I got tunnel vision. I don't feel anything from fans. I just listen to my coaches and focusing on myself for making best performance of the night, maybe.
Yeah, I like that. That's great. Yep, locked in, completely locked in from the moment it's time to go. I like
That's it. That's exactly what you always say. Bam Bam always says that for him too. It was always laser focused. He couldn't even hear anything or anything. That was it.
Yeah. When match is end, I just look around and fuck, man. I fighting there.
Yeah, all the sound comes comes in after it's over. Yeah.
That's amazing, man. Well, look, I hope you have that moment this weekend. I can't wait to watch your fight at Oktagon 71.
Yeah.
Before you go, I just want to ask you one last question. On a scale of 1 to 10, Tomas, how happy are you?
4.
Oh, okay. Can you tell me why 4?
4 because I'm making weight, but at this moment when I'm there with you guys, it's 10.
Oh,
look at this guy. I love this guy, man. Look,
Yes.
Tomas, I'm so happy to meet you. Thank you so much for taking the time. I really, really appreciate it. I know it's late. I know you're weight cutting. So thank you so much for spending this time. Everybody go follow Tomáš Mudroch on Instagram. Go get this guy. Go follow this guy's career. He's going to be a very exciting fighter for years to come. My man, after this fight, when you're not in a fight camp, let's bring you back on the Fight Insight podcast and we'll have a good chat with you, my man.
Yeah, thank you guys. It's
thank you.
honor to be there and talking to you guys. Thank you.
Thank you, my friend.
You
hey,
so much.
and your English is very, very good.
Yeah,
like,
you're doing great.
Excellent.
You did great, man. Thank you.
Yeah,
I don't
really
think so. My vocabulary is not very great, and my impressions also. But I'm fine.
No. You're good, man. I'll see you at the Lego store in Czech Republic this year. All right. See you later, buddy. Take care.
Take care.
Bye. Boom, bam, bam.
Yeah.
That is Tomáš Mudroch. What a
Great
cool
guy.
dude, man. I can't wait to watch him at Oktagon. The Oktagon cards are always so exciting. This card in Germany is going to be an absolute blast. We've met so many cool fighters from Oktagon, and it's very cool that Tomas and Frimpong are in the same weight division.
Yeah.
Those two destined to collide, maybe for a title fight one day in the future. I can't wait to see it, man. This kid got the good look, got the good style. I like his demeanor. I like how polite he is. I really like the choo choo.
Yeah,
and I want to hear him do that again. I love it, dude. I love it. That's everything to me. All right, look, let's talk about some other things. I do want to give a shout out to all of our friends and family of the podcast, but especially I want to thank Magic Mind. We talk about this for a while now. MagicMind.com. I'm running down to my last few, Bam Bam, and I got to order more. You go to magicmind.com/FIS May for the month of May. You get a discount. Look, man. Increased, sharper mind, lower stress, calmer energy, and like I told you, better sleep. I feel like I'm sleeping better, and also I joined a weightlifting gym now. Obviously, you can tell.
Guns.
Yeah, and that's all because of the Magic Mind. I'm telling you, I wasn't motivated before. I'm lazy. I just sit around, play video games, do dumb crap. But since I've been on this, I'm a little bit more focused. I really enjoy it. So if you need that, if you want a little bit of a boost to your good day, go check it out. MagicMind.com/FIS May.
Magic Mind. Yeah, I'm sure it's helping your gaming too.
Yeah, I've been killing it. I've been killing it. Some Mario Kart, killing it.
Can't be beat.
Not coming in last, I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
And look, man, cool dude. Let's see, friends of the podcast, I also want to say thank you to Rageworks Podcast Network. We've been part of them, dude, for like 5 years. RageWorksNetwork.com, great audio podcasts such as ours. So thank you so much to them. Go check them out. Sweep the League Network, we're a part of them. They are fantastic. They've got a lot of great new content creators and things like that. And then in terms of fighters, I do want to say that who was it that I wanted to shout out? The guy that you met, Bam Bam, years ago, Chaz Wasserman, the South African dude. Remember him, the bare knuckle guy? You met him, like you came in halfway through. He's fighting at BKFC UK June 28th. I'm very excited. That guy, even though he kind of flirted with my wife on the podcast, I'm still going to have that guy back. We're going to have him before he fights in the UK. Love that guy, Chaz Bad News Wasserman. He's fighting in BKFC, so I'm always a fan of his. And I do have to say, Bam Bam, 2 friends of the podcast fought. Chuck Buffalo, who we had last week, and fought fellow Canadian and former guest of the podcast, Mike Malott. Boy, oh boy, that was a good fight for Mike Malott. I did not expect to see that kind of aggression and striking prowess from Mike Malott. I feel bad for Chuck Buffalo, who, I'm a fan of that dude, man. And I can't wait to see what Chuck Buffalo does next. Yeah,
I'm definitely excited for the comeback. I imagine he's going to come back and do some big things right after that. So,
but Mike Malott, son of a gun, dude, that's a new Mike Malott.
Got it. Yeah, he looks super sharp.
A
super
new
sharp.
Mike Malott.
Locked in.
Yeah. And I do know that several of my friends at Fight League Atlantic, they have been training down at Niagara Top Team. Cam Nelson, who's been on the podcast, Dylan General Shepherd, he trains with him as well out at Henzo Gracie PI. I think they were both out at Niagara Top Team. It may be because of my Fight League Atlantic friends that Mike Malott is looking so good. I'm not saying it,
Yeah.
but that might be what it is.
It's a possibility.
Maybe it's because Cam Nelson knows me. My good energy goes through Cam Nelson.
It's
then it
flowing.
goes through.
Yep, you're
I'm
right.
just saying. So
Yeah.
but yeah, very cool. I do want to talk a little bit about the Canadian card, if you don't mind.
Yeah, absolutely.
We do have a second guest coming on, a very exciting second guest, but I don't want to jinx it. But second guest should be coming, but we've got some time before he comes. So I want to talk a little bit about the Canadian card, the UFC 315. It was.
315,
yep. First off, this is the stands during the prelims.
Yeah.
Why would you not show up, Bam Bam? It's like freaking half empty.
I never understood that. Like people who bought tickets and wait for the main card to start to show up. It's like if I bought the tickets, I'm going from the beginning of the show to the end of the show because surprisingly, there's always great fights. You never know when they're going to be. I mean, some of the prelims fights can be better than the main card fights.
Of course.
So definitely don't want to miss them. Especially live, they're even better.
Dude, I don't know who's that rich that can afford to buy the ticket and only show up
and only go for the main card
of the fight. Like that's half the fights. You know what I mean? Like or less than half the fights, depending on the card. But like, so that was weird. But let's go back to earlier than that. There was the weigh-ins, and I'm showing this picture here on screen for those only on audio. I'm showing a picture of the weigh-ins if you're to watch it, not the ceremonial weigh-ins, the actual weigh-ins.
Okay.
Do you know why I'm showing this photo, Bam Bam? There's John Anik over there in the corner. He was kind of like reading some stuff out. Then there's a few people, and then there's a guy in a blazer. That was the commissioner guy. Do you know why I'm showing you this photo?
No, but he looks confused.
Are you like some sort of body language expert?
Oh,
yeah. So the problem was the guy in the jersey, he keeps going and talking to people and kind of flipping papers.
Okay.
And then there were a lot of memes that went online. So if you're a fight fan and you're watching this if you're a fan and you're watching this podcast, I'm sure you saw the memes because then obviously, okay. So a lot of people were going, this commissioner guy, he doesn't know Bilal's name because he went and like was checking with Bilal. We can't hear what he's saying, but it seems like he's like trying to find him on the list kind of thing.
Yeah. Like, are you supposed to be here?
Yeah. Like,
this is for fighters to weigh in. Are you just a member of the hotel? What are you doing here? So a lot of memes about this commissioner guy. Then even the freaking weigh-in show, which is with Laura Sanko, DC, someone else was there, and then the main guy, Dan Hellie. Do you know that guy? No.
Anyways, whatever. Some dude. He's the guy that kind of hosts it, that pre-show thing.
Okay.
So the commissioner guy's kind of taking a little bit of time in between and figuring things out. And right away, the commentators start like bashing on this dude. And the Dan Hellie guy says, does he know we're doing a TV show? Hey, jackass. The commissioner's job is not to worry about your TV show that you're freaking doing a watch party over the official weigh-ins. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Relax, dude. Like, they started taking shots at this dude.
Okay. Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead. You were going to say something.
No, just like in the end, the commissioner's there to do his job. Whether he's confused or not is beside the point because it doesn't proceed unless his job is done. So
right. His job is to weigh the dudes in, make sure that they weigh in efficiently and whatever. Yeah, I'm so glad that you said that. And then Laura Sanko. So when they start then they start kind of like goofing on him.
Yeah.
And then Laura Sanko, who I am no fan of, says, quote, he's not going to, or because they're like, oh, we shouldn't say this or blah, blah. And then she goes, he's not going to watch this. We can rip on him.
Damn.
And I'm like,
Yeah.
how freaking rude are you, Laura Sanko? Like you just said, this guy's doing his job.
Yeah.
I was so annoyed with that. And because I know a lot of commission people through doing the Fight League Atlantic stuff, you get to know them.
Yeah.
These are all like great people that are the behind the scenes people that make this whole industry work.
Yeah.
And the guy, like you said, he's doing his job. Why should he know? Here's the other thing. Then I was arguing with people online on Instagram. The commissioner people don't only do UFC. They do combat sports. They'll do boxing, jiu-jitsu, MMA, karate, kung fu, whatever the frig.
Yeah.
This guy might not be a UFC fan. That's okay. He doesn't have to know. And you don't want your commission people being fans of them, because then what if he gives the guy a pound leniency?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Hopefully you're hoping he does his job the whole time.
No, I know, but what I'm saying is like if he goes up and he sees Jack Della Maddalena and goes, "Yo, what's up, bro? What's going on?" and then weighs him in and he makes weight. Yeah. Freaking. Anyways, I just wanted to say I did not appreciate that. I thought that was a little bit weird.
Yeah, I think it's definitely easy to make fun and clown on some people occasionally, all in good fun, but when it gets out of hand, and especially if you're on a live broadcast, I mean, is that the professional thing to do? I think not. It's not professional to sit there and bag on people in a live televised thing that's around the world, and you're bashing this guy. And more so because you think he's not going to watch it.
That's the thing. But here's the thing, Laura Sanko. Maybe that guy's kids are watching. Maybe that guy's grandkids are watching. Maybe that kid's family is watching, and they're like, "Yeah, my dad doesn't know, or my grandpa doesn't know anything about UFC, but he's on the friggin' commission. He's gonna be weighing in my favorite fighter, Chuck Buffalo."
The thing is also what if that guy had a tough day? You don't know what his morning was like. Maybe he had a family emergency happen, and so he's not as collected as normal as he normally would be. You don't know. So
and I'm not saying
take in consideration, but
and I'm not saying don't have fun or anything, but have fun at each other's expense. I don't know that this dude is the guy that you got to rag on, and essentially, why should he know Bilal's name? There's one friggin' I think they said they hadn't come to Quebec or Montreal in 10 years.
Yeah.
And then when they do come, it's different fighters. It's not always going to, maybe it'll be Mike Malott every time, but it's not going to be Bilal Muhammad every time.
Yeah.
I'm going to recognize Armin Zahabi. No.
Yeah.
Half the time I thought it was Ariel Helwani fighting. I don't know. Anyways, I just thought that was kind of trashy. Par for the course sometimes with the way that I kind of see things. And again, because I'm an old man and I'm grumpy, I always catch these stupid things. But I'm just you could be a little bit more professional, man. Just relax,
Yeah.
Anyways, that said, I've made reference a few times now to Fight League Atlantic. Bam Bam. The next card is very close. FLA 20 is coming. I'm very excited for that. I'm going to be there. I got to see about getting some fighters on the podcast, so we should talk to some people. But FLA 20 and the thing looks incredible. Go to fightleagueatlantic.com to get the pay-per-view or get tickets. And what I will say, Bam Bam, is my wife revealed to me recently how much the pay-per-view is. I was shocked at how low the cost was.
For
for Fight League Atlantic. Yeah. I thought it would be the same price as a UFC card. I think it's half the price or less, or whatever it is.
For some
and my wife is these fights are better than she hates ONE FC. She's like, these fights are way better than ONE FC. They're way better than anything else she watches, and she's like, whoa, the quality and everything is great. So do check it out. I'll put up some posters next time. I don't have that ready because I wasn't thinking about it, but Fight League Atlantic 20, go check it out. Bam Bam. Here's an organization that I want to talk to Derek Clark about from Fight League Atlantic, the owner.
Okay.
Because goddamn PFL, I feel is stepping on some toes here, Bam Bam. Did you see this news? PFL Pacific. PFL launches their 4th international league, Bam Bam.
Okay.
So this is Australia.
Yeah.
Do you know the other PFL leagues, if I asked you?
I know there's PFL Africa.
Yep.
There Canada.
No. No. I'd be in it.
Yeah, I don't know then. No, that's about the only
Okay.
one I know.
Well, the main one where Dakota came from, PFL Europe.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Then
I
they've
thought
got,
like you were talking like new ones, but okay.
oh, no. But like overall. Then they've got PFL MENA, which is like North Africa / whatever area, which I am not a geography guy, so I don't really know.
Yeah.
But it's North Africa plus a little bit outside. And then you've got the PFL Challenger Series, which is like their, like kind of like almost like
Contender
a Dana White
series.
Contender Series kind of thing.
Yeah.
So this is what you've got now with PFL outside of the regular PFL and outside of the Champion Series or whatever it's called, where the Bellator guys were supposed to be fighting.
Okay.
Here's my problem, Bam Bam. Why doesn't PFL just go find the best guy in Australia and bring him into PFL? Why do you have to make a whole league and then segregate them?
Yeah, I think
Scott's comment.
If anything, I had a buddy that fought on the PFL Challenge or whatever.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And had a great fight. There was another great fight on the thing. If you didn't know, they only pick one person to sign. It doesn't matter how good your fight was or whatever. Only one person from all the fights.
How many fights? Like 5, 6 fights?
I think there's 5 or 6. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
But they make a decision over those 6 fights. Whether, there was 2 that were like outstanding while they pick one and sign one only. I think they definitely should do it more like the Contender Series where like, if multiples had outstanding fights, they're both getting a contract.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, that way you're bringing in good talent, and it's not, this talent isn't being like pushed aside for, they went there, they performed amazing and didn't get it because they picked another guy over. And I feel like PFL sometimes can be a little biased of like who they pick. I think they have like certain managers and stuff they work with. I mean, you can say the same for the UFC, I guess. But either way, like I think they should be handing out more contracts. And I think that they should be, instead of doing all these leagues or whatever, well, I guess, you have fighters that are already established. They're not like Contender Series guys coming up, newer guys coming up. So I think if you have newer guys coming up in those areas, you bring them to the Challenger thing, to put them on that. But this league thing, just sign them to PFL. Why?
Yeah.
Why is there a separate league? Isn't PFL just the league in general? Like it's just PFL, right?
So my problem is, and the reason why I kind of segued, I'm like the king of segues today, Bam. The reason why I segued off of my FLA comment is, aren't they destroying / dilute, or I should say diluting / destroying regional promotions? Like, why would PFL go into Australia and make its own league when, like, surely there are African fight leagues, surely there are leagues in Australia or whatever. Like, so and then aren't fighters signed to the organizations there? So now you're going to take like a smaller select group from Australia, and or you're going to eat up / kill the regional promotions that have been the hotbed and the grassroots of these communities.
Yeah.
That doesn't seem right to me, man.
So for me, I think they're going in being as like the next step to those organizations. You know,
great.
What I mean?
So no, but then so now you've created another step for these people to achieve.
No, so like they're trying to go. Stupid. They're trying to go there and be like, from the regional scene, this is
the next step.
This is the highest level. Like this is the UFC right here. You know what I mean? Like that is the finale right there. Is like you've fought in the regional scene. Boom! If you make it to PFL Africa or whatever from fighting the regional scene, you've made it. Like this is it. Like that's what I think is what they're doing. But I don't really understand it. I think they should have kept PFL as a whole and just obviously branched out to those places and had events there or bring fighters from there and stuff like that. Maybe they're also trying to do with like what the UFC is doing with like the PIs and stuff like that and developing fighters. I don't know.
Dude, I hate it. I hate it so much because I feel like they're going to like dilute the regional scene, and they're going to put people out of business. Like in Australia, if there's regional promotions there and then PFL Australia comes to only do local regional fights, fighters won't sign with those long-standing regional promotions. And those are run by amazing individuals that have been growing the sport out of their love for the sport. Those dudes are probably not making a boatload of money, but they're doing it for the love of the sport. They're giving back to the community. And now PFL comes in with Don Davis, who doesn't know a single fighter if he bumped into him. Give me I'm so mad. But you know why I'm not going to be mad, Bam Bam? Because our next guest always puts goddamn smiles on your face, Bam Bam. So let me get to my introduction here, which I have prepared because this man deserves it, Bam Bam. There needs to be a movie about this man. His career and life has been nothing short of extraordinary. And at 39 years old, his birthday was just on May 6th. Nice. The story is still being written. A 24-fight veteran in the UFC with 54 professional MMA fights. He's married to the winner of America's Next Top Model Season 11 for 12 years, who's in his corner every time. A total badass herself. He's father to 6 children. He is now a four-time guest of the Fight Insight podcast. He always has a smile on his face. He is the current reigning and defending undefeated karate combat heavyweight champion. He is the greatest karateka the world has ever seen. Please welcome Smiling Sam Alvey.
Hey, thank you. What an introduction. That was glorious.
Dude, I will send that to you to put at your next Christmas card for your family and friends.
I'm going to have to. I'll send it to my in-laws. They'll love to hear that I'm great.
Happy late birthday. Happy late birthday, by the way.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
And I do have to say, the logo on the back is awesome. Food fight truck. That is badass.
Yeah, so it's funny, is I screwed up the times. I thought we were an hour from now, so I'm actually out food trucking right now.
Sam, I'm so sorry, my man. Is that your food truck? That's you and your wife?
My food truck. We are the food fight truck. Yeah. So back when I was fighting for, I'll post the picture later. But back when I was fighting for Bellator, I won the fight against Carl Amasu, and there's just a glorious picture of my wife doing exactly that to me. But there's a little bit of blood running down my head. It was a beautiful photo, and we took that photo, and it's now our logo.
What do you sell? What do you sell in the food fight truck?
Yeah.
Oh, all right, so we've got the champion, which is deep dish Chicago style pizza. That is what outsells almost everything. But then we have a rotating menu of paninis, we go Mexican food, we go jambalaya, we go whatever we want. We're always trying to dethrone the champion, but the champion's got a pretty firm seat on that throne.
I was just talking to someone the other day, Sam, no lie. Just last week, I was saying to someone, I've never tried Chicago deep dish pizza, and I'm dying to try it. Where is your food truck?
It is the greatest pizza you'll ever have.
Where is your food truck located normally?
Oh, we rotate around, so we're always moving around Murfreesboro, almost Middle Tennessee, around Nashville.
Okay.
Are you ever in Toronto, Ontario, Canada?
Oh, you did. We were just there yesterday. Oh, you missed it. Oh.
Son of a gun. Smiling Sam, I have many questions for you, my friend. First thing, and
oh, sorry.
I'll skip to question number 2. Thank you. I know I maybe can't say this because of who I am, but what up, Ginger?
What up, my Ginger? No, yeah, you guys get a pass. You get a pass. You can go hard on it if you want.
Oh my God. All right. Thank God. Of all the accolades I listed off in my intro of you, or maybe some accolades that I don't know about or that I did not list off, what are you most proud of? And follow-up question, why is it being a 4-time guest on the Fight Insight podcast?
So my next thing I'm most proud of is that I am one of the few fighters in the world that has been able to make a living where my wife can be a stay-at-home mother. It is not done, and I found a way to do it. I have 6 kids, and my wife is just the most beautiful, intelligent, hardworking mother that has ever been. And that I have found a way to do what I do so she can do what she does is just incredible. And I'm so proud of it proud of her and proud of me.
That's amazing. I love that. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a beautiful love story, Sam. Yes. And it falls right into my second question. No lie. Bam Bam, I'm telling you, I'm the king of segues today. My next question, legit, Sam, was who plays Sam Alvey in the Hallmark Channel movie adaptation?
I think The Rock would do a real good Smiling Sam. We're built very similarly. We smile a lot. Yeah.
I see that.
I see it. I like it.
Yeah,
I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it could happen.
All right. Who plays your wife?
I'll let her play her. I'll let her play herself.
Yeah.
That girl can do anything. She wants to act in a movie as herself. She's not a person better.
I like it. I like it, Sam. What moment of your life would you demand be in the movie? And why would it be your appearance on the Fight Insight podcast?
It would definitely be. It'd be like in the montage of me becoming as great as I am. It would be there'd be a clip of the Fight Insight podcast right there.
Oh, sweet. Yes.
So you know what it would be? I proposed to my wife in the ring. I did it before it was cool. She's been to that. I've got over 80 fights. She's been around the world with me. She's been in my corner for every one but one of those fights. And I couldn't do what I've done without her. I proposed to her after a fight, and I actually lost the fight. But to take the pressure on myself beforehand, I said, listen, win or lose, I'm proposing right now. And it happened. I won 24 minutes of the fight and got choked out with a minute to go. And, oh, son of a bitch. But I dropped to a knee and then proposed right then and there. And it would have to be in the movie.
Of course. That's a great moment, Sam. That's amazing. That's beautiful. To who or what do you owe your resurgence in your career? Smiling Sam, honestly, your life needs to be a movie. But
dude, yeah.
What happened to you, dude? And why is it that you met me and the Fight Insight podcast?
The other thing I would like to thank is no, you know what? I've got an incredible gym. Team Quest has been there for most of my career. The rise and fall, they were there for it, helping me become the greatest fighter I've ever been. I left California because California sucks, and I moved to Tennessee. Here in Tennessee, I am working with Guardian MMA, and it's just taking levels of my game to the next level. I am better at everything because of them as well. Now, I'm still very much Team Quest. I'm just also Guardian now. So between the two of them, you have seen the resurgence of Smiling Sam, and I could not be happier.
It is absolutely crazy, Sam.
It's incredible. Yeah. It's incredible what you're doing and everything. I do have a question. Does your wife train as well?
Oh, my wife's better than me. I'm just bigger.
Oh.
She could beat the brakes off me if I was a little smaller.
Okay.
No, she hits as hard as I do. I swear to God, even with the weight difference, that gal will crack you. She would walk through Valentina Shevchenko. She would do what she wanted to Juliana Pena, and she couldn't make. For enough money, she could make 115 and whoop on Wiley as well.
Yeah.
Nice. I like it.
Awesome.
I mean, Bam Bam, what kind of question is that when she is literally choking Sam out in the picture?
I know. I understand that, but still, she's mixing it up in the training room as well too. I just was curious.
Yeah. Actually, funny story. She is the last person to have choked me out. She got me good. It was a month or 3 ago, but I went out. I said I'm not tapping, and then I thought I should have tapped.
You should have taken the trash out. You shouldn't have said no.
Yeah, what a mistake, Sam. Now that I'm realizing it, is it chocolate chip cookies are the 2 O's?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chocolate chip pizza.
So desserts as well. What are some of the desserts in the food fight truck?
Here, let's see. Is there anyone there right now? No one's here right now. So today was a big dessert day. So today we've got creme brulee. We've got our giant cookies. We had 4 kinds, but we're down to just Oreo and chocolate chip left. We have got banana pudding today, and then we are out of an Oreo cheesecake. And we'll vary our cheesecakes, but Oreo is our specialty.
Oh,
Sam, What does Sam Alvey not do? I want to say, Sam, look, you know what's very funny now? Having you two here together, Bam Bam and Smiling Sam, you two were the very first two people that came on my podcast 5 years ago that were UFC fighters that I felt so embarrassed to have you on my stupid little show that I was doing just for fun during COVID. And both of you two guys were the nicest dudes that both came on. So I want to say thank you to both of you, man, because you guys well, my wife might be mad that now 5 years later I'm still doing this, but it's because of you guys that it's done. So I want to say thank you.
Yeah, it's been my honor all 5 of those years, all 4 of those appearances.
Thank you, Mike. Now, look, we saw you calling it. Here's another thing, Sam. Aside from the resurgence in your career, you are all over media. I don't know. Yeah. I really feel like, since the Karate Combat, since you just changing your character, since you becoming a world champion, the greatest karateka the world has ever seen, you are all over the place. But now you're calling out Eddie Hall, Darren Till. Are you serious about these things, though?
Oh, yeah. Hey, look, you forgot Luke Rockhold and
Luke Rockhold, yes.
Who's that pimp? Who got thrown in jail in Romania? That guy. Tate. Andrew Tate. I called that dirty pimp out, and Luke Rockhold too. No, I love fighting, and I want to. At the end of my life, all we have are stories, and right now I've got a lot of stories, but I want more. And if I can tell my children, my great-grandchildren, my great-great-grandchildren, I once beat the world's strongest man, the man that could have taken down Goliath by himself, that is a story I want to tell. Unfortunately, I suspect he's not going to take me up on that. I suspect he is going to do the John Jones route and outbid himself. He's going to say, I want $30 million to fight Smiling Sam. And I don't blame him. I wouldn't fight me for less than that either. But I don't suspect he's ever going to sign that contract because of that.
Yeah.
I think he's probably a smart man. I don't think I mean, I saw his last fight and I saw yours, and I wouldn't be putting any money on him. That's for sure to sign that.
Yeah, don't waste that money. Go buy some chocolate chip cookies that are right there at the food fight truck, for goodness sake. Yeah. Now, Sam, I did find someone because you and I are such good friends. I did find someone
Best
to accept.
Friend, some would say.
Well, hey, I would say that. I found someone who might be right down your alley. Okay. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
No, I have the utmost respect for you. I've always been a fan and everything. Honestly, it would be an absolute pleasure and honor to share the ring with you, the pit with you sometime. Honestly, it would be amazing. I would love to. I'd love to. They say I have a good chin. I'd love to see the power and see if it can take it.
That's one of the things they say. They say you have a great chin. I said, I wish nobody knew that they know I have a good chin. Means I've been ahead. No.
Yeah. Yes, I know. Not the best attribute, but it holds stuff in there. But man, you've been doing amazing. It's been fun to watch. Definitely the resurgence. I mean, incredible. You're exploding right now. It's great to see, great to watch, and man, keep kicking ass.
No, I appreciate that. I've had so much fun, and this, Karate Combat just gave me the platform to shine. And then the pit is fantastic. The staff, the president, all of Karate Combat has just been impressing me from the moment I stepped in that pit. And I'm so thankful for all the opportunities they've given me and the star I'm trying to become for them.
Yeah,
it's crazy, Smiling Sam. Think about it. In an alternate universe, you signed with GFL and haven't fought in 5 years. Right?
I was a little offended. GFL never came to me. They never said a word to me. Saying, hey, it would have been nice to have been asked. I would have said no, but it would have been nice to have been asked.
No, they're not going to ask you. You're the goddamn karate champion, man. They're not going to snipe you out.
Thank goodness they didn't.
Yeah. Well, let's see, who's the other one? Jake Paul is kind of the GFL. He'll never fight anyone that's his size or his experience or not retired. Yeah.
Yeah, no, nothing. Smiling Sam, look, man, I don't want to keep you. I really appreciate your time. Thank you so much, man. Because, look, I haven't spoken to you since you became champion. So I was so excited. And, look, dude, now every single fight.
Yeah.
Wait, what is double champ?
So I'm the light heavyweight champion.
Light heavyweight and heavyweight.
The heavyweight champion.
I thought so, but I checked Tapology and it just said heavyweight.
So Karate Combat, it's a very foreign league. Like when it started off, it had a lot of foreign European influences. So heavyweight was 205. So when I first won the heavyweight belt, it was 205.
Oh, that's why.
Okay.
Yeah. So now they changed it. President Awesome got in there and they changed it. So now heavyweight is light heavyweight.
Heavy.
Now I'm also the heavyweight.
Okay. And you're allowed to hold both?
Yeah, I'm allowed to hold both. I'm allowed to defend both. I told them I want to defend both.
Okay, I was just about to ask. Are you looking forward to defending both, or are you gonna kind of stick in one?
No, I will defend both. If I could be the super heavyweight champion, I would defend all three. That there's not a fighter alive that can beat me, and there's not one that I would turn down.
Yeah.
Smiling Sam, man, dude, you're the best. I can't wait to see your fights in the career and Karate Combat. You're taking it to places it's never been, man. And it's all, look, a lot of it is thanks to you, man, being out there, pumping that media out there, getting in the faces of everybody that you can. And with that smile and just the charisma and the charm, you're kicking ass and your fights are always so exciting. Karate Combat is exciting, like hands down.
Hey, Karate Combat makes it easy. Karate Combat is the most entertaining combat sport that has ever been. They took all the boring parts of MMA and got rid of them. I love wrestling. I love jiu-jitsu, but they're the boring part. Anytime it hits the ground, the whole audience kind of Karate Combat. Yeah, Karate Combat got rid of that. They said, all right, let's just punch each other, and we'll let you continue punching if it goes to the ground. But as soon as it stops punching, we're going to stand you back up and have you punch again.
Yeah,
dude,
very cool. I love it.
I absolutely. Sam, I think I've asked you this before, but I will ask you one final time. Last question. On a scale of 1 to 10, it's a question that my mom used to ask me almost every day of my life growing up. On a scale of 1 to 10, Sam Alvey, how happy are you?
I'm a 10. I am a 10 at all moments of all days.
Yeah.
You got to see my. Have you seen my wife? My wife has given me every reason to be happy at all moments of all days.
Hey, look, man. Hey, I will say, all three of us here, all very lucky with our wives. Somehow we managed.
Yes,
somehow
absolutely.
we all managed to pull winners that we don't deserve. I
absolutely.
Know. Way above our league. I love it.
Yes, me too. Yeah.
Smiling Sam, thank you so much, my friend. I really appreciate your time. Good luck. Say hi to the wife for me, and tell President Awesome that this is a fight that needs to happen.
All the best, Sam.
BamBam, get in that pit. It's so much fun.
Dude, I would love to. I'd love to. Gotta talk to the president to see about getting in there. I would love it.
We can make it happen. Hey, thank you for having me on, guys. And we'll see you in the pit.
See you later, buddy. Have a good one. See you. Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.
Yes.
Boom. Smiling Sam Alvey. Yeah. See, okay, so that's why it said heavyweight, because then they changed one after the fact. So I guess that's why my
they had it
was incorrect.
Almost like a boxing weight class type thing. So now it's back to like normal heavyweight is max 265 and
220 to 265 or whatever, right? No.
What? 206?
206 to 2 sorry. 206 to 2 whatever. Yeah. Look, man. Very, very exciting.
Yeah. Cool. I didn't know he had a food truck.
Neither did I.
No, now people are gonna know he has a food truck, so they're gonna be looking for it.
And I follow him on Instagram too, and I don't know that I've ever seen the food truck. Maybe it's a separate Instagram that he has, but yeah, dude, that guy's life is crazy, Bam Bam. And I couldn't be more happy for that guy. If you are an old person like I am, there was a time when WWF and WCW was going, and then TNA came around, and you could only watch it on pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Like you had to pay for it, like $10 every week. And the champion there was D'Lo Brown and Raven. Like they were their two top stars. And they were like guys that like were not like the highest before, but they went to TNA and they exploded and they became so amazing and their characters developed and they became that's Sam Alvey.
Yeah.
Sam Alvey, you know, doing and you know, for what happened near the end of his UFC career and all that stuff. And then to make that switch after he meets me and comes on the podcast,
then becomes a complete superstar.
His life then skyrockets.
Yeah,
absolutely incredible, man. Like I love that dude, and I'm so happy for him. His six children. What a great dude, man. How many children? Hold on, 6 children. Yeah, six children.
Yeah,
jeez Louise. Yeah. Anyways, what else do we have to talk about? Hold on. What else do I got here?
I don't know. Maybe Sam Alvey helps me get in the pit.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been asking for President Awesome to get on here all the time. President Awesome's life true to the name, seems pretty awesome. Like that dude is in a different country, a different experience every freaking minute.
Yeah.
That guy's got to be running at like 110 miles per hour.
He seems like it. He's all over the place and, never stopping. So,
and think about it too.
He's taking karate combat to, new levels for sure.
All while still managing his goat shed gym.
Yeah. Yeah.
Managing multiple great fighters. Dude, multiple champions, multiple successes out of that gym at Goat Shed, and it's all on his back. I mean, I know he's got great people, but like he's very involved. And then he's running karate combat and he's doing all that, and God knows what other things he does. I mean, and he really helps fighters from around the world get to Miami.
Yeah,
train.
Absolutely.
He's
them bringing in people from all over too. Yeah.
Like it's crazy, dude. Like that. Oh my God, that life and what he's doing is absolutely insane. What else? What else did I want to talk about here? Yeah, the commissioner thing, Laura Sanko, Dan Hellie, the empty seats at UFC 315, PFL Australia. Yeah, I think we've covered everything, man. I got other stuff, but then I feel like it's going to be long. So I'd rather do like a shorter podcast now and save some of the stuff. Next week on the podcast, Bam Bam.
We got.
Oh my God. I never thought I would do this. Okay.
Oh.
Never thought I would do it. And I don't know how this guy is. He seems like a good dude. No. No. I never thought I would do this. And I don't know how this guy is. And I don't know how he's going to be to talk to. And I don't know how open I can be. Like, for example, with Sam, I knew I could say, "What up, my ginger?" Yeah. Because I feel like we're close like that. I could do that. I'm having on a power slap competitor. Okay. We are having on a power slap competitor. The Tarantula, Darren Godfrey. He is 4-0, undefeated in power slap.
Wow. Okay.
We're going to talk to this dude.
It'll be interesting. I don't think I've ever talked to or had a conversation with a power slap or someone who's done power slap. Yeah. So definitely would be extremely interesting, and definitely to hear like the mindset going into it, and how he prepares for a competition and everything. That's definitely be interesting.
Is there any preparation? Like
I mean, maybe you're just a natural slapper. I don't know. That's what I'm saying. It's like, do you go to the gym and put slapping reps on the bag? Do you?
But how would you? If you're preparing for an MMA fight, you spar. If you're preparing for a jiu-jitsu fight, you roll. If you're preparing for a boxing fight, you do rounds. Like your body would take the hits. There's no way. There's no way this guy goes into a gym and lets people just slap him.
No, so I think yeah. So that's another thing is I think you can't prepare in that sense of like a sparring, or like that kind of thing with slap. But like I said, like MMA or boxing or grappling. It's not always just sparring to get better. You're drilling. You're doing techniques. You're learning new ways to throw the punch, which punch to throw. So maybe in slapping, it's you're altering the way you're throwing your hand or the dip you're going to get the momentum. I don't know. So I am definitely looking forward to hearing what's the behind the scenes on this thing.
And I want to be able to ask this guy like straight up. Like I don't want to mince words. I don't want to be polite about it.
You're nervous about it. You give me the questions, I'll ask them straight up.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. Like I want to have a very open conversation. Like like really.
Yeah.
I also realized this whole show, you didn't ever fix your background. Can you just do it for at least 5 seconds?
Here we go. Want me to?
Here we go.
Right, if you're watching on YouTube or whatever,
this is the moment I'm going to clip.
We get a back. Hold on. We get a background. Well,
boom. Look at that. Oh my God.
Beautiful. Ta-da!
It looks so good.
You can't even see what it says.
It changed. You don't have to see. You can't always see that this says Fight Inside Podcast, but you get the idea.
That's not true. You absolutely can.
No, you're missing the look, it looks good. Thank you, Bam Bam.
You're missing the T. This is like you're missing every letter.
No, you get it. Look, Is there anything that you want to say to people before we get out of here? The mic is yours. Anything that you want to get off your chest? Anything you want to complain about?
I don't really have anything to complain about. You know, I kind of don't. If you know me, you know I'm not real big on social media. A lot of posting in the Fight Insight podcast, which I love and honored to do. Training stuff and helping out at some gyms and such. But don't really like post a lot or go looking at what's going on out in the world. Kind of keep to myself. But if you are a fan of me, you loved my fights in the past and everything, Karate Combat, let them know that you want to see me in the pit. I love to go in there and throw down, put on a show for everybody. And yeah, it looks like a great place. Looks like a great time. I love the concept. You know, obviously I've never been the funnest grappler or ground fighter. So stand up is always where I always have my fun and put on a show. So
that's it.
If you love it, let them know.
Dude, this worked with Chuck Buffalo, so here I'm going to do this. President Awesome, you have been ducking the Fight Insight podcast for far too long. Now I've got Brian Bam Bam Barberina, UFC veteran and legend who wants to go in the pit. Get on the podcast, President Awesome.
Yes, come on, let's talk.
Yeah.
Where's President Awesome? Where's the hashtag?
Hashtag where is President Awesome? We will get that done. Wait, do I have a where is President Awesome hashtag? I used to have it. No, I don't have it anymore. I tried so hard and then I gave up. I switched over to Chuck Buffalo.
Coming back.
It's coming back. Look, that's it, man. Next week on the podcast, like I said, it is going to be Darren Godfrey, the tarantula from Power Slap. So I'm excited for that. We'll talk about a whole bunch of crap. I do have a bunch of topics that I want to get to, so we'll leave those for a great day. Go check out Magic Mind, magicmind.com/FIS May. It will definitely, honestly, I think there's a money back guarantee anyways, but definitely it will change your life, or at least change you for at least a little while you're on it. You will feel good. Get it, check it out, try it, man. And that's it, Bam Bam. I think we are out of here, man.
Go.
See you later.
Bye.